Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? I see we already have people in the building. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Spencer family. Hi, Raven. Hi, Taylor. How's everyone doing? If you guys have not hit the like button, please do so. The rules will be in the description. And there are a few shout outs I want to shout out everybody tonight, but there are a few special shout outs that I want to give out. And we do have a featured channel tonight. Our featured channel is Tierra B, just doing me. Hi, Punky Asia. Guys, Punky Asia did her first live tonight. She did a great job. A lot of you were there. We had a lot of fun. And she says she's going to keep continuing to do them. So let's go give her a big congratulations and can't wait to see more of her lives. It's great to see you, Tiffany. So guys, tonight's going to be a 3-hour live, but we're not going to talk about the topic all night long. But if you guys can hang out with me until 9, we are going to rate Tiffany Chanel. She's in the chat, and Tiffany, I'm about to turn you blue, girl. I'm blue for you, so I want you to be blue for me. So Tiffany, you should be blue now. Yes, we are rating Tiffany Chanel, so we're gonna be hanging out till 9. We're gonna talk about the topic. I'm gonna get to know each one of you channels, or just something you want us to know. Hi, Life Reality Spiritually Journey. Hi, Journey. I'm just gonna call you Journey because I've been calling you Journey for a while, and your YouTube channel name is long, even though I know it represents you. So I'm just gonna call you Journey for now. Hi, Spencer family. And guys, the Spencer family is doing a live tomorrow. They have a giveaway going on. So if you want to enter their giveaway, you still have time to do that tonight. They're going live tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. to 8:30, and they're going to be announcing their giveaway winner. So check out the Spencer family. Hi, Lena Music. How are you? I'm doing good. I do have... You're welcome. Tiffany, can you drop the Spencer family's link for me? Thank you for that. So I'm going to get into the announcements that I have. We have a new schedule over here. So our new schedule is that I will be going live 3 days a week. Monday. Hello, Jess. How are you? So I was just announcing my new schedule as you just came in, Jess. My new schedule is that I will be going live Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. I will be going live Monday and Thursday at 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 3 p.m. They will each be 2 hours long, and I will be posting videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 6 p.m. If you guys don't remember, I'll have it all in my About section on my YouTube channel, and I'll be posting it on my Instagram and Facebook in a few days. I just didn't have time to do that today, but that's our new schedule here. And I just want to thank you all for making my birthday so special and all the nice things that everyone said about me. I really enjoyed it, and I think that was one of the most funnest things I've ever done for my birthday. So I do appreciate that and all the blessings that you guys sent my way. We are not a monetized channel over here yet, but one day soon we will be. But if you would like to donate to the channel, I have my Cash App linked below, and I can run it across the screen if you guys would like. I'll just turn it on. You do not have to do this. This is not a requirement. I love you all. This is not a requirement. This is something, if you feel it in your heart to do, you may do so. So, I like to start things off on a positive note over here. So, tell Alicia I said hi. She's so cute, and she has the most. Guys, if you have not seen the Spencer's Family daughter, she is so beautiful, and she has the most gorgeous curly hair that I've ever seen. So we're gonna start off everything on a positive note. So I'm going to drop the link for anyone that wants to come up and tell us about their channel, something positive, or just want to give some words of encouragement, however you want to. But I'm opening the floor up to you guys first because I like to know what's going on. So, Taylor, you are right about my live schedule, but I also will be posting videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So if anybody wants to come up and tell us about their channel, anything positive going on, you can do so. You do not have to show your face. You can just cut off the camera. And if nobody wants to come up and do that, we can just get into tonight's topic. Just let me know. It is up to you. So if you guys just want to move on to tonight's topic, we can. If somebody wants to come up and say something positive or tell us about their channel, they can do so. And if you're able, yeah, all little kids tend to fight sleep every now and then. I know I used to when I was younger. So if you guys just want to get into tonight's topic, thank you, Spencer. And just say, I'm ready to move on, and we can move on. Oh, Tiffany wants to come up. So hold on, guys. Tiffany Chanel is here. Oh, sorry, Tiffany. Hello.
Hey, Jasmine.
We Tiffany.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to mute the other one.
Now
I
I can
always
hear you
mess
now.
that up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, it's good to see you. And thanks for letting us be on your platform. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So, well, hello, host, and hello, mods in chat. I'm happy to be here. So, excuse any noise you hear in the background. I also have a little one, and she's up playing around. She's just finishing up her snack, and I'm eating like late lunch, early dinner. And so, excuse me if I have food in my mouth. But
You're fine.
just as far as my channel is concerned, maybe I could share a little bit more about that. My channel is about being fit in all aspects of your life. It is your one stop shop for everything fit, from being fit in your finances, that's the F, fit inside your body, that's the I, and fit in your thoughts, that's the T. And that's why I call it Fit with Tiff. It's kind of a play on words, FIT with TIF. 100. And the 100 stands for the 100 plus pounds that I lost in a year, plus the $100,000 in student loan debt I paid off. So I basically walk people through my journey and share as much information as I can to help others stay fit in their finances, in their body, and in their thoughts. That's my channel in a nutshell. But just to provide some encouragement, I know it's a lot going on out there, guys. Everyone is kind of going through similar things all over the world. And I just want to provide encouragement and let people know not to give up, not to allow fear to overtake you, because I'm a firm believer in God, and God moves by faith. Jasmine, I don't know if that's okay to talk. Is that okay to talk about God?
We are believers over here, so you can do that.
Amen. Amen. Okay, thank you. I'm a firm believer that in God and in His Word it says that God is moved by faith. So God is moved by faith, and so we can't move God with fear. If we want something from the Lord, we need Him to move. We have to operate in a state of faith and trust and believe He can and He will move on your behalf. So that's all. Just wanted to say hello, share my channel, and provide some encouragement.
Well, thank you for doing that. But can I ask you a quick question before you go?
You absolutely can.
What would be your if you could only give a person one money tip? What would it be?
One money tip to always put money back in a savings. So when you're making money on your job, let's say there's an automatic debit into your account, make sure that there's also an automatic debit into another account, separate bank, savings, out of sight, out of mind. I have a video about that actually. And so I would just say, um, put money back for savings. And as you can see in a time like this, people are needing the government to bail them out, and they wouldn't have to need that, I think, if they had that emergency account.
It's good to know.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, guys, if you don't know who that was Tiffany Chanel. And she just came up here and told you what her channel was about. And I do appreciate her for doing that. Her channel is great. She's a great person inside and out. And I can definitely say she's someone that I talk to not just on YouTube. We have a friendship outside of YouTube that I really enjoy. So thank you, Tiffany, for coming up here. And I'll drop them and let me say hello to a few people. Eat to Live Strong. Hello. Inspiration for Me and You. Hello. I love you too, Tiffany. And if I missed anybody to say hello to, just let me know and let me know I didn't speak to you, and I will do so. So I will drop the link again in case anybody else wants to come up and say something about their channel or just wants to give some encouragement, they can do so. If you guys do not want to do that and we can move on into tonight's topic, just let me know. So I'll give it a minute or two. Thank you. So anybody can come up anytime they would like. So tonight's topic was chosen by you guys. Well, actually, specifically by Candy C. She's not in the building, but her link is in the description. And all the people that either ran my playlist for my birthday or sent me a blessing, their links are in the description. And our featured channel is Tiara B Just Doing Me. Her link is also in the description. So Candy C chose the topic childhood memories and how your childhood memories have shaped you today. And I know we all have some interesting childhood memories. Some that we, if we looked at them then, we were probably upset about or angry about, but now we look back on them. Hello, Vern's Junk Closet. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hi, Straight Caps, No Facts. I'm glad you caught me too, and I've been catching your videos as well. So, hello, KD Davis. So if you guys just missed what I said, tonight's topic was chosen by Candy C. And tonight's topic is childhood memories and how they have shaped you today. So when I think about my childhood, I had a very good childhood. I had my loving family. Thank you. You guys can thank Candy C for that. Because when I asked, what did you guys want to talk about today? Candy C. Hello, Cracker Wing. Hi, NQ's World. I asked, what did you guys want to talk about? And she suggested this topic, and I thought it was a great topic. Yeah. So when I think about my childhood was fun. My parents were both loving. I had 5 siblings that drove me crazy. They still drive me crazy to this day. But they were always the ones to push me to do whatever I wanted, even though it drove me insane. Somebody said they grew up with 5 girls. Well, I have 3 older brothers and 2 older sisters, and I'm the youngest. So everybody would consider me to be the spoiled one in the family. Yeah, it's very cool that Stray Cats No Facts. I think it's very cool that my siblings support me, but I'm going to delete your comment because you used the S word. Someone, thanks for saying the Spencer family that my eyebrows are on fleek. You will be surprised to know I have not done anything to my eyebrows. These are my natural eyebrows. There's no product in my eyebrows. I do shape them underneath sometimes when they grow out, but these are my natural eyebrows. So everybody would consider me to be the spoiled one in the family, but I personally do not consider myself to be spoiled. I considered myself to be well loved, and if that's considered spoiled, then I will take that. But I don't use the word spoiled when it comes to me. And guys, my mother's in the background like, don't say that because you are spoiled. She's telling me not to say that. But I can just consider it to be well loved instead of spoiled. But if that's the word my family choose to use, I'm okay with that. Someone says Tiffany says she likes well loved instead of spoiled. I agree with you, Tiffany. Taylor says, hold on. Taylor says, I was the only girl on my dad's side and the youngest. Yeah, that can be difficult. I'm the youngest on both sides of my family. So it can be interesting. But I do think age plays a part of how the family dynamic goes because me and my siblings are very far apart except for one. My oldest brother is 8 years older than me. My other brother is 7 years older than me. My sister, my older sister, is 11 years older than me. And I had a sister that passed away that was a year and a week older than me. I said them all. Candy C walked in the building and she dropped her candies. So you guys can actually thank the person who came up with this topic because she's in the building now. Thank you, Tiffany Chanel. Stray Caps said, I'm a well-loved daddy's girl. I definitely agree with that, but I feel like I'm a mama's girl and a daddy's girl because I've always been close to my mother and my father. I spend a lot of time with my mother. Even when I was younger, she would take me places, and I would go places with friends, but not as much when I was younger. But so I spent a lot of time with her. Okay. Candy C says she's a daddy's girl all the way. Let's see what other people are saying. In Q's World says, I'm the only child on my mother's side, the first niece of 5 siblings. I guess I can say I'm in a well-loved bunch. That is true. Let's see. Taylor says, I'm my mother's only child. Raven says, I'm a mommy's girl. Candy C is speaking to everyone. And Tiffany says, I'm a daddy's girl too. But as I've gotten older, I'm a mommy's girl. I have gotten close to her like a bestie. So I have a question for those of you that have kids, because I know a lot of you in the chat do have kids. Do you think all girls are daddy's girls? I'm not sure, because I feel like I'm a mommy and a daddy's girl. So for you parents out there, do y'all think all girls are mommy's girls? Let's see what Tiffany is saying yes. Straight caps no fact is saying no. Let's see. The Crocker Way is saying yes. Candy C is saying she's a mommy's girl. And let's see. Tiffany is saying yes. Okay. It says, in Q's world says no, my daughter is not that girl. Only when I'm not around, she's a daddy's girl. Oh, so we have a mix of opinions, which I like having a mix of opinions because that makes this more interesting. And let's see what Taylor thinks. She says most of them are, which that is probably true. I don't know, but I feel like I can do so much stuff with my mother. We might disagree on TV shows, but we can do so much stuff together. Like, we love going to get our nails done together. We love eating food together. Like, we have a bond over food. And it's really weird because I could used to eat like anything I want, but now I can't. I have to be very selective about what I eat. And that was hard because it was like me and my mother bonded over food. We still have our bond, but food was like our thing. We used to sit down and decide, what are we going to eat on Friday nights? What are we going to watch? And now that I have to eat a certain way, it's not as easy. But we figured out a way to do it. She gets what she wants to eat, and I get what I want to eat. But it was hard when I was just getting used to the diet that I had to be on, that I can't eat these things anymore. It used to be so bad that she loved me so much. She used to go sit in her car and eat like the ice cream that I love in the car when she used to buy it, so I wouldn't see it, because she knew how bad I wanted it. So she used to eat in the car when she had something that I couldn't eat. Candy C, inspiration is at work, and she really wants to chime in on the topic. That's what's wrong with her. She wants to chime in on the topic, but she can't because she's at work. So, what is one of you guys' favorite things to do with your parents? That's what I want to know. What is your favorite thing to do with your parents? My favorite thing to do with my mother these days is shopping, which we have some serious debates over clothes. Like, I would pretty much wear any clothes that my mother picks out, but my mother is not allowed to pick out my shoes. She cannot pick out my shoes at all because we just don't have that taste in shoes. But she can pick out my clothes, she just can't pick out my shoes. Tiffany says, oh, I skipped Tiffany's comment, sorry. Tiffany says, I used to love playing basketball with my dad and shopping with my mom. We just talked on the phone. Yeah. My mom lives with me, so I see her every day. I don't know what I'm going to do when I move away from my mother and we don't live in the same house. I'm probably going to have to call her at least 3 times a day and probably drive her crazy if I call her 3 times a day. But when we actually move away from each other, I can guarantee you I'm calling my mother 3 times a day. Let's see. Oh, Stray Caps No Facts said LOL to my oh yes, my mother. I will let her dress me except for my shoes. So I agree, Candy Sing. Just not the shoes. She dresses me well. Let's see. Eating and traveling with my mom, weekend getaways. In Q's world, where have you traveled? I would love to travel to some places. See, she's at work. She said she's at Inspiration says she's at work with the volume down. My parents call me all the time. If I'm with my husband, one thing wrong. Boy, it's a funny. Interesting. And like, I don't like to read, so my mother reads a lot of books. So she tells me what her book's about, and that's usually how I get to read them because reading is not my thing. But I love hearing what she reads about. And she's a great cook. So we would do, but there are certain things I cook that she doesn't cook. So I'll make certain things like I make lasagna. She doesn't make that, so I will make it. Let's see. Somebody said we used to watch wrestling. I've never watched wrestling. My brothers used to watch wrestling. I never found it fascinating. The only wrestler that I actually enjoyed or know about is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's about the only wrestler I know. And Hulk Hogan. That's about the only two that I know. And yeah, she goes more often. Candy C, what are you cooking over there? And are we going to see a cooking video is my question because I saw that chili you made. So I do enjoy cooking videos. Let's see. I would tune into wrestling. It was always running in the background. So I think the biggest part about my childhood that I remember the most is our trip to, like, the biggest trip we ever took was to Disney World with my whole family. I got a trip from the Make-A-Wish Foundation and we went to Disney World for a week. So we had so much fun. We got treated like royalty in Disney World. Even though I love Disney, but I was scared of all the people in the costumes. Hello, Mr. Random. How are you? Welcome to the chat. We're talking about childhood memories and how our childhood memories have shaped us today. Like 1-6. Mr. Random, I don't know what like 1-6 means. So let me know what that means just in case it's something significant that I don't know about. Yeah, it was super fun. But the crazy thing was that I was scared of everything in the costumes. Like, I was scared of Mickey, I was scared of Minnie. Mind you, I was only 4, but I had a big fascination with Disney, but I was terrified of everything. Like, I ain't like nobody in a costume. And if you were covered in a mask, I didn't like that either. And even to this day, the whole Chuck E. Cheese thing with I think he's a rat or something. Chucky is a rat. I don't do people in giant costumes at all. No giant costumes. I need to see you. And I've said this multiple times. I hate clowns. I don't do clowns. Me and clowns will never be friends. There's no way in the world you will get me to like a clown. Oh, I don't do monkeys either, Mr. Random. I mean, in Q's world. I definitely don't do monkeys or clowns. If you want me to be around some animals, give me a horse. I will be around a horse. I'm kind of getting used to dogs because I do want a Pomeranian someday, but I used to be terrified of dogs. I'm not as terrified of them anymore as I used to be, but yeah, no clowns, no, none of that. Let's see what else. I see a lot of comments. I feel the same way. Halloween, horror films, yeah, Halloween. Yeah, no. Let's see, the comments are moving fast. So if I miss someone's comment, I agree, Ken. Yeah, me and clowns, me and you on the same page about them clowns. I'm an adult. I still don't like clowns. Didn't like them when I was younger. So we on the same page when it comes to clowns. Okay. I am. Mr. Random says he's scared of Elmo. I can see why, because it's a person in the costume. So I understand. Taylor says, watching the Chicago Bulls with my mom and dad when Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan and Dennis Rodman played. Yeah. Taylor, my mother's the one you should talk to about basketball. She knows about that stuff. I know absolutely nothing. I know how the game was played and I know certain players. But anything beyond the basketball rounds, you would have to ask my mother and my brothers. They are big fans. They all played. I skipped out of the whole let me play basketball thing. I went into theater and choir and music and all that. I skipped the whole being athletic. So if you want to know or have a great conversation about sports and basketball, my mother and my brothers are the ones for that. Let's see what else. Everybody has a thing about clowns. See, if the world has a thing about clowns, I wonder why there are so many clown movies. See, I'm not the only one scared of clowns. And a lot of y'all saying y'all have a thing about clowns too. So I want to know, why is there so many clown movies? Because people just too scared of clowns for them to keep coming out with clown movies or creepy movies that got to do with clowns. And the other movie I had a problem with when I was younger was Chucky. Chucky and me were not friends. I don't know why they did that. That was like one of the, people like it, but that was one of the most scariest things I possibly stumbled upon in my life. Me and Chucky, no. Not whatsoever. And I also had a problem with the movie Life Size. I had a whole collection of Barbies, and I had a whole Angelica pillow from the Rugrats. I was obsessed. But when the movie Life Size came out with Lindsay Lohan and Tyra Banks, I was terrified of dolls because I thought all my dolls was going to. Thank you, Mr. Random, for saying that. Saying I thought all my dolls were going to come alive after Life Size came out. It just was a thing. I thought all the dolls in the world was going to come alive and they were going to come attack me. Hello, Rashika. How are you? But like me, I've seen Life Size since then. I did enjoy the movie, but it freaked me out that the doll came alive. And I did watch Life Size 2 when it came out like a year or two ago. But dolls coming alive is not the thing. So, what was you guys' favorite movie as a kid? That's that's the question. What was you guys' favorite movie as a kid? Anything Disney I was okay with as a kid. I still be watching Disney movies to this day. So anything Disney, like all the Disney princesses, was my favorite movie. But let's see. I see. Taylor says Space Jam. I enjoyed Space Jam. Space. Thank you, Rashika. I'm doing good. How are you doing? But Space Jam was a great movie. All the Looney Tunes. Tweety Bird was my favorite Looney Tune. Was my favorite Looney Tune character. So Taylor's favorite movie when she was younger was Space Jam. What was everybody else? Okay. Home Alone. Do you like all the Home Alones? I do have a favorite Home Alone. My favorite Home Alone is when he got lost in New York. Okay. Let's see. Okay, uploading at the moment so I can chat for a moment. Eat to Live Strong is uploading. Tiffany Chanel says Love and Basketball. I like that movie too. Love and Basketball was great. Eat to Live Strong. Ain't nothing wrong with liking Grease as your favorite movie when you was younger. Grease. And my mother agrees with you. Grease and Love and Basketball. You too, Tiffany Chanel. Grease and Love and Basketball are like my mother's two favorite movies, so ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm with the Spencer family on anything Disney. Let's see. Okay, Rashika says Home Alone. Yeah, Home Alone 3 was my favorite. No, I think either Home Alone 2 or 3. Whatever one he got lost in New York was my favorite Home Alone. Yes. Love and Basketball is a classic. And another classic is The Best Man. Yes. That movie was a classic too. I was upset that it took them 15 years to make a sequel, and there's supposed to be a part 3. So I really want to see part 3 to see if Terrence Howard character actually gonna get married to somebody. She said Home Alone 1 and 2. Okay, let's favorite. My favorite Home Alone was the original, but I did catch up on all of them over the Christmas break. I did enjoy the New York one. The New York one was just absolutely funny. And Love and Basketball and Grease. Yes, Grease 1 was great. Grease 2 was just whack. I don't even know why they made Grease 2, but Grease 1 was great. Grease 2, no. No. Just no to the Grease 2. So, if you guys have who's your favorite Disney princess? You guys shouldn't be surprised about who's my favorite Disney princess. So I don't even have to answer that one because I'm pretty sure you guys can already know that one. Oh, Taylor, I didn't do your comment. Another favorite Christmas story. I don't think I've seen another favorite. I don't think I've seen the Christmas Story. I might have. I just don't remember. Well, the Spencer family, when you see Grease 2, you will know why I say there shouldn't have been a Grease 2 when you watch it. The Spencer family, yes, she loves Jasmine, and I told you guys I wouldn't be surprised at who my favorite Disney princess was. It is Jasmine. Let's see. LOL and yes. Yep, Told you wouldn't be that surprised. I used to like Pocahontas, but until Tiana came out. Yes. Tiana's good. I like her as a princess, but I wasn't crazy about the story, The Princess and the Frog. I don't know why. But I do like Tiana. The person who plays Tiana, Nikki Nani Rose, she has an amazing voice. And it was good to see New Orleans being represented in The Princess and the Frog. Okay. I never liked the ending of the story as a kid. What story are you talking about, Candy C? What story did you never like? Taylor says she wants the Aladdin outfit. Yeah. And the Aladdin outfit was pretty. Even the live action version outfit. Oh, a never ending story. I did not catch that. I don't think I've ever seen a never ending story. I really don't think I have seen that movie. But I'm gonna add it. I'm definitely gonna add it to my movie list to watch. Right now I have 3 movies on my list to watch. Alright, Tiffany says the movie is called A Never Ending Story. Yeah, I've never seen that movie. But I will definitely add that to my list. Candy, see, I named the truck after the white dragon. What's wrong with that? It's cool that you named your truck after something. I'm pretty sure everybody that has a car has like a secret name for their car of some sort. Candy, see, you named your motorcycle too. And your motorcycle is absolutely pretty, by the way. Let's see. Somebody else. Okay, somebody's screaming outside. Bring It On was another one of my favorite movies. Yes. Taylor, I've seen every one of Bring It On 1 through 6. I've seen every single one. But my favorite Bring It On was Bring It On 4. In It to Win It, but I've seen all 6 of Bring It Ons. Candy. When I was a teen, I was super, super goofy, and so I love Dumber and Dumber. Stray Cats, no facts. I never actually watched Dumber and Dumber, but I heard it was funny. I used to we watch South Park at night, even though they talked about a whole lot of things on that show that a kid shouldn't listen to, but I used to watch that when I used to randomly be up in the middle of the night. I would turn it on. the first. Yeah. The first Bring It On was with Gabrielle Union. Yeah, that was good. And the whole East Compton Clover. And they do even have a Halloween costume of the East Compton Clovers. Bonnie and Clyde was me in my car Me and my BFF's car. Who doesn't like a good Bonnie and Clyde movie type thing? Yeah, Bonnie and Clyde is nice. Let's see. It's Jim Carrey. The Mask was hilarious, even though it turned him green. But I can imagine you and your best friend was probably the biggest troublemakers ever, especially if y'all were Bonnie and Clyde. But I think everybody has that best friend that they know they can get in trouble with. Everybody at least got one best friend that they know they at least gonna get in trouble with at one point in time. You just make it happen. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a second. But I'm still here and we can still talk and I can still see your comments. So I'm going to turn that off for a second. Ah, we have a picture. So, my next question is, what is the biggest thing? Have fun at Bible study the Cracker Way, and thank you for keeping me running. We'll still be here because we're rating Tiffany at 9 o'clock. So, we'll be here and enjoy your Bible study. I'm pretty sure Mr. Crockett will be coming with his next encouraging video soon enough. So my question is, would you name your child after a TV show? Because that seems like a popular thing to do. So the question was, would you name your child after a character on a TV show? My mother said she would name her child, but I do have a story about my name. So my name did come from TV. I'll tell you guys what that story is. But I want to know. Taylor says it depends. I don't think it's a problem with naming your child from a TV show. Well, everybody's been in love with something. Like, I know a lot of people named Tiffany. They got their name from Tiffany and Company in the blue box. So it happens. So does it? Now I told you I got my name from a TV show. So does anybody want to try and guess what TV show I got my name from before I tell you the story? I want to see if you guys can guess. Tiffany says she sure did get her name from Tiffany and Company. I was just taking a guess because I do know a lot of people got their name Tiffany from that. So the question I asked, Taylor said she was named after Nina Simone. It's okay, Rashika. We know you got a business to run. Girl, take all the phone calls you want. I know you will always return. So, Rashika, the question that I asked while you were away, before I tell you guys how I got the story about how I got my name, does anyone want to guess the TV show that I got my name from? Taylor, your middle name is Simone. I did not know that. Well, I couldn't remember. I knew your middle name started with an S, but I didn't know it was, I didn't remember that it was Simone. Of course, Rashika, I always understand. So, I don't see anybody trying to guess what TV show. Okay, straight caps, no facts. Everybody's asking for a hint. So the hint is it's an old school TV show. Rashika, I love the Golden Girls, but my name did not come from the Golden Girls. Okay, my mother is going to give y'all another hint. She said to tell y'all that it's a person on a TV show, but my name is their real name. Good Times wasn't the TV show. Not 227. I'm gonna let y'all have two more guesses before I tell you the story about how I got my name. So it didn't come from Good Times, it didn't come from Golden Girls, and it didn't come from 227. I love 227 too. You know they still show the reruns on television. So y'all still have two more guesses before. Sister, Sister, I love, but it's not Sister, Sister. No, they only got one more guess before I tell them the story. Oh, somebody already got it before. It's Jasmine Guy. Straight caps, no facts. Is correct. So the story goes, I'm going to show my face for this. So, yep, straight caps, no facts was correct. And then Tiffany got the TV show behind her. I was named after Jasmine Guy, who played Whitley Gilbert on The Different World. See, people in my family wanted to name, my mother wanted my name to start with a J because my father's name starts with a J. But people in my family wanted to name me Jada. And my mother didn't like Jada. She didn't like Melanie. So she named me after Jasmine Guy from A Different World. So you guys were both right. Because Straight Caps No Fat got the character, the person I was named after, and Tiffany got the TV show. So y'all were right. And that's how I got my name. And yes, I love A Different World too. That show gives me a lot. Rashika, they still show reruns of A Different World on TV. You should check it out because it's a very hilarious show. And if you ever watched The Cosby Show, Rashika, A Different World was the spinoff of The Cosby Show when the daughter Denise went to college. She went to Hillman in Virginia. And they did a spinoff about her being in college and stuff like that. So it is definitely a great show. Oh, girl, I know that show. Yeah. So, So, guys, we have made it an hour. We have 2 more hours to go before we rate Tiffany Chanel. So, I'm going to drop the link so anybody can come up and tell us. Okay, so here's the question. What is your funniest childhood memory? And if anybody wants to come up and share their funniest childhood memory, they can do so. So, I can think of my funniest childhood memory. My funniest childhood memory was, I don't remember, I was like in middle school. And it was Halloween. And my dad had this tradition of dressing up for Halloween. But hi to me, Gold. TV. So I'm just telling the story of my funniest childhood memory, and I dropped the link for anybody that wants to come up on the stage and tell us about their funniest childhood memory. So my childhood memory was that my dad used to dress up for Halloween. It was his thing. But one year, when I was in middle school, my brother decided to dress up for Halloween out of nowhere. So we were all hanging out in the living room. It was like, I think Halloween was on a Friday. So we was all hanging out. I was playing on the computer. My nephew was sitting beside me. My mother was on the couch. And my brother's girlfriend was there. I didn't realize that my brother had snuck out the house. It was raining. It was dark outside or whatever. And then we just heard this bang on the door. My brother busts through the door with this mask on his face. He looked scary. So the only thing that I could do was practically run. So I grabbed my nephew, crawled all the way to the steps, carried my nephew with me crawling up my steps to get away from this scary man. By the time I realized it was my brother, my nephew was stuck under my arm and I was literally dragging him up the steps just to get away from this scary man. By the time I realized that it was my brother in the costume, me and my nephew was in my room, in my mother's room, hiding in the closet. Everybody in my family thought it was the most hilarious thing. But I was literally terrified out of my mind. But now that I think about that memory, I can literally laugh at it. Because at the time, all I thought about was getting me and my nephew out of there. Because I didn't want this man coming for me and my nephew. I didn't even realize everybody else was still sitting still. I didn't think about nothing but saving me and my nephew and getting us. out of there. And everybody laughs about it now, like how you guys are doing in the comments. But at the time, I didn't think it was funny. Timmy Gold, we don't use done. The rules are in the description. Yes, you can connect with someone. But if you want to connect with someone, I want you to tag their name and put a star next to it. So they'll know that you're trying to connect with them. I want you to tag their name and use a star. And if you could try to connect with any of my mods in the chat, if you do it the right way by watching a short video, giving them a like on the video, and hitting the thumbs up button, they'll get back to you. They'll get back to you. Oh, and Taylor's backstage, and she wants to come up and tell us about hitting the thumbs up button. They'll get back to you. Okay, Taylor, put your mute the YouTube chat so you don't get the feedback, and I'll bring you back up. Tiffany, you can get back to him, but can you retract your comment that says "on my way"? Well, Spencer family, if you can't use a star, you can use a moon. The reason why I chose the star and moon emoji was because the family here is called the Dreamers, and that's why we use the star and moon emoji. Thank you, Tiffany. So I'm gonna bring Taylor back up. Taylor, take your mic off of mute. Why we use the star and moon emoji. Thank you, Tiffany. Hold on. Taylor, just click on the YouTube. Taylor, take your mic off because you don't hear the feedback. Why we use the star and moon emoji. Thank you, Tiffany. Hold on. Don't mute your mic on StreamYard. Mute your mic on YouTube so you don't hear the feedback. Because you don't hear the feedback. Why we use the star and moon emoji. It's okay, Tiffany. Don't mute your mic on StreamYard. Mute your mic on YouTube so you don't hear the feedback. Because you don't hear the feedback. Why we use the star and moon emoji. Okay, Taylor, let me know when you've muted YouTube. Because you can still hear the echo in the background. Okay. Hello.
Okay, my funniest moment you probably don't even remember. But when we were little, I was on TV.
Okay. Taylor, did you mute YouTube or is that just the people in your background?
Okay, my funniest moment you probably don't even remember.
Mute YouTube on your screen. Taylor, did you mute YouTube or is that just the people in your background?
That's what my funniest moment you probably don't even remember.
Mute YouTube on your screen. Taylor, did you mute YouTube or is that just the people in your background?
That's what my funniest moment you probably don't even remember.
Mute YouTube on your screen. I'm gonna mute your mic until you find the mute button for your YouTube. Let me know when you found it. Hello, in the kitchen with Lynn. How are you doing? let me know when you found it. Okay, when Taylor mutes her YouTube in the background, mutes YouTube so you guys don't hear the feedback from YouTube, she's gonna tell us what her funniest memory was. And apparently, I am involved in this memory. So I am going to see if I can remember what this memory is, because it was probably sometime when we were in elementary school. I'm glad you're doing great in the kitchen with Lynn. It was probably sometime. Taylor, you still didn't put it on mute. Okay, let's see what everybody's talking about while Taylor tries to find the mute button. In the kitchen with Lynn, I showed you some love. Thank you. We are safe, and I wish you the same. While Taylor tries to find the mute. You still didn't do it. In the kitchen with Lynn, I showed you some love. Thank you. Okay. Taylor, what are you watching YouTube on? Where are you watching YouTube from? So I can tell you how to mute it. Hi, Emma BTV. How are you? Taylor. Guys, we're going to help Taylor find this mute button as soon as she tells us where she's watching YouTube from. Okay. Taylor, since you're watching YouTube from your computer, click YouTube. Click the screen where you have the YouTube chat running. In the kitchen with Lynn, we don't use the connected word here, and just put it on mute. I can see you on StreamYard. So let me get rid of that so we can get rid of thinking it. So just turn it, if you can't find the mute button, just turn it down so we can hear what you're saying and don't hear the feedback from YouTube. So just turn it, if you can't, turn it down. Emma, we cannot use let's grow together. If you can't, turn it down.
Okay, I turned it down.
Read the rules in the description. If you want to connect with someone, Emma, we cannot use let's grow together. Turn it down.
Okay, I turned it down.
Read the rules in the No. Taylor, just turn your YouTube down. Oh, Emma TV, if you want to connect with someone, just use the star emoji, tag the person's name, and use the star emoji. And all the other rules are in the description. Taylor, did you turn it down? And use the star emoji. And all the other still with the feedback description. So I'm gonna hope that guys Taylor's found the button. So I'm hoping that Taylor still with the feedback description. So I'm gonna hope that guys, I know Taylor wants to answer this question, so hoping do you guys mind the feedback, or is it too hard for you guys to hear? I'm gonna hope that I know Taylor wants to answer this question, so hoping do Do you guys mind the feedback? Or is it too hard for you guys to hear? Okay. I know. Okay. Let's see. Anyway. Okay. Do you see the volume button when you're looking at me from YouTube?
Yeah.
Click that and it'll mute YouTube. But I'll still be able to hear you. Just mute that. No, you're clicking it on StreamYard from the YouTube screen. Take yourself off of mute because I can't unmute you. Taylor, you have to take yourself off of mute. All right. Okay.
Okay, I'm on.
Okay. All right. Now, what were you saying?
My funniest memory was when we were little, and you probably don't remember this.
Okay, well, share the story. I'll see if I remember.
I was on TV for a telethon.
Uh-huh. Were we on the telethon together? Because I did telethon at one point. But go ahead.
Remember the people, we may have been, remember the people, Vic Carter and the lady, Sally Thorner?
Mm-hmm. I did the Jerry Lewis telethon when I was 3. So, yeah.
Remember the people from Eyewitness News, the news station?
Mm-hmm.
I told that lady she had legs like Tina Turner.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Tina Turner is great.
And Miss Jenny, they still talk about that.
Yeah, I remember. Hi, Jess Alika. How are you? I remember being on the telethon when I was little. I remember it was the Jerry Lewis telethon.
Was that it? What we were on?
Yeah, it was the Jerry Lewis telethon. Where they made everybody come up and say hi, your name is, and what your disability was, and then he would explain where the telethon came from.
Uh-huh. That's what that was.
Yep.
I'm like, and they still talk about that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, we were on it together.
Yeah, I remember she was there, but Daddy, I was about 3 years old.
Yeah, we were young when we did that telethon.
You should remember the TV.
And then I remember when I was about 6 or 7, you had graduated from Delray then, but Delray made me do this commercial for them. And it ran on TV. Taylor, everybody's saying they like your hair.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, because the last time I saw you, or the last time you were up here, you had your hair in braids. And you have it curly.
I just got it washed.
Oh. Well, it looks good like that.
Thanks.
But Delray also made me do a commercial for them that ran on TV. And I remember our parents signed a contract when we went to Delray that they could use us for publicity for the school.
Oh, that's what that stuff was then, because I don't remember that.
Yeah. I remember when we all entered the school, our parents signed a contract saying they could use us for publicity to promote the school. So we would be called to do commercials, or our face would be in that little book that they use to promote the school. So I remember one day they just pulled me out of class and was like, the kid that was supposed to do the commercial isn't here. So you're the lucky winner to do the commercial. And I did it. I just had to walk up and down the hallway, say my name, ask my favorite food, and that was it. And then one day, the commercial ran on TV, and everyone in my neighborhood saw this commercial, but my mother could never catch it on TV. We used to have the VHS tape somewhere, but that was one of the craziest things. And that telephone.
Yeah, because that was funny. People still talk about that.
Yes, people really do still talk about that. I really don't think people will ever stop talking about that telethon. And that telethon still comes on TV every year around Memorial Day.
What? No wonder
They just use different kids. Yep, that telethon still comes on TV every year.
Oh, so they still do it.
And the money still gets donated, but they have that telethon every year. It comes on Memorial Day weekend. That's been around for years. So, since I haven't loved you, stars and moons. Alright. So, I'm gonna drop the link again, just in case anybody else wants to come up and tell us what their funniest memory was from their childhood. Yeah, it does still come on. They show it every year on Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, that was definitely an experience of a lifetime. So I dropped the link. And I also have some riddles prepared so we don't have to talk about the topic the whole time. But to answer the question of the topic of what is like the memory that shaped you, that had something to do with shaping you for today, I can think of one memory that stands out to me. But what are you guys' memory before I share what's my memory that has something to do with shaping me? I'm curious to know, what is the one memory that you guys can think of that has shaped you to who you are today? Let's see what you guys are saying. So if you guys see me looking down, my phone is faster at picking up your comment more than StreamYard is. So does anyone have a memory that they think has shaped them the most? Is the question. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let me see. And I see you guys are connecting, and I'm glad that you guys feel free enough to connect with each other and check out each other's content. And because everybody here has some wonderful content. And I think social media and YouTube has become everybody's life. Because we work so hard to reach these goals that we're trying to reach. Oh, Tiffany's here. Tiffany's back. Hi. We can't hear you. Mm-hmm. Tiffany's screen is buffing, but I'm sure it'll come back in a second. Hold on. Let me take her down and see if it'll come back. Oh, it's still buffing. Oh, give her a second.
Sorry about that. I was looking for my earpiece.
You're good.
So is this a memory from our childhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed
Either
to be
your funniest memory or what's
funny.
the memory that shaped you the most?
Okay. So I do have one. When I was in 6th grade, I think it was 6th grade. I was in 6th grade. I thought this teacher did not like me. Her name was Mrs. Richter. That lets you know I really remember. It really shaped my childhood and my adulthood. I thought she didn't like me. I even thought she was prejudiced at some point against Black people. Turns
Oh,
out
wow.
her grandson is half Black.
Mm-hmm.
And she just loves him so. But at any rate, this teacher turned out to really be one of my biggest cheerleaders, and I thought she didn't like me. Well, I had tried to apply for the National Junior Honor Society, and I didn't get it because I was bad, and I didn't I didn't get it because of my conduct. But when I got into 7th grade, um, I was asked to reapply, and I said no because they didn't accept me in 6th grade. And my conduct improved tremendously because I wanted to prove that I could qualify. Well, my teacher who was my teacher in 6th grade, Mrs. Richter, told me, Tiffany, go ahead and apply because I'm the one that suggested that they offer you another chance in the 7th grade should your conduct improve. And I was like, no, I don't want to. And she says, well, if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for me. She says, because I I told them um, to ask you to apply again. And I said, well, because she had put herself out there, I did it for her. And that shaped me tremendously because the National Junior Honor Society led to the National Honor Society. And ever since then, I've just been in my childhood, honor roll. But had I not have had someone that had believed in me, I probably wouldn't have really cared much about those kind of things. So I guess to me, the lesson learned was that the person that pushes you the hardest, you may think they don't like you because they're pushing you, when in fact they may care about your future so much that they're pushing you. So
That's a good
that's it.
point. I've had mostly teachers that didn't like me, but they just didn't like me either because I was related to someone and they taught my brother, so they thought I was the bad kid. So they just didn't like me because of who I was related to.
Oh my goodness.
Not that they just wanted to push me, they just didn't like me because of who I was related to.
Tell your brothers they ruined it for you.
Yeah, that's why I was happy when we didn't go to the same schools anymore. Nobody knew who I was. And I didn't have any family in the school. I enjoyed that a whole lot more.
That's funny.
Mm.
But that's
People are
really it.
agreeing with you. People are
Oh,
saying, yes, that's the best part,
oh, cool,
the
cool.
greatest part of it. And then some, they said very true. So people are agreeing with your memory.
Okay, cool. Well, how was I bad? I see that this I was bad
Yes,
because
how were you bad is what they want to
so
know.
so a friend of mine at the time, we're still friends to this day. We would get good grades, we get bored. People would be sitting in class asking questions and we're like, why don't they understand this? So we would start practicing cheerleading in class at our seats, or we would be singing. I would take the low notes, she would take the high notes, and you know, that's how I was bad. I was bored. They needed a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, I
That was
think
it.
most kids need to be in some kind of advanced placement just so they don't get bored.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go fix the little one's dinner. I was supposed to do that earlier. She had to go potty. So now
Yeah. Well, she has to eat.
I'll see you back in the chat.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Teachers can be mean from time to time. Yeah, I also had great teachers. I just didn't have all mean teachers, but I had a few mean ones here and there. But my great teachers were just like, they really pushed me to work hard and study hard. Because most people don't like school, and I was definitely one of those people that did not like school. I was good at school, but I didn't like school because I felt like we were in school way too long for what we were doing. And I still feel like that as I'm older, that kids spend way too many hours in school and not being taught enough because the classrooms are overcrowded. And yes, I am not a parent, but I've been around enough kids to know, and I've been on the teaching side of things when I was taking teaching courses in high school to learn how to become a teacher, that there's too many kids to be teaching. Like, why is there 30 kids in one classroom? And most of the time, as Tiffany Chanel mentioned, she was a bad kid in school, not because she wasn't smart enough, is because she was more advanced than the other kids. So she would be bored, so she would just do things for attention because she was bored. And that's what I feel like most kids do these days because they're bored. If you know how to do something, there should be like levels to different classrooms so they can be smaller. And I do understand that there's not enough teachers to go around for it to be like that. But there should be more options of what kind of things you can take and what kind of courses you can take and how many people are in your classrooms, because sometimes you really want to give a kid one-on-one attention so you can really make sure that they understand the concept. And I know a lot of parents right now, because of the times, I'm not going to say the word, but everybody knows what I'm talking about, are having to do school at home with their kids. And I would want to homeschool my kids when I do eventually have them, because I like the whole idea of the one-on-one attention and them having not to spend 8 to 6 hours in school when they can get through their lesson and spend the rest of the day being active and being involved in activities and being social. But as long as they got their curriculum, like their math and their English and their sciences, and they're good at it. And I think homeschooling is a great option. Now, I know everybody can't do that according to circumstances, but you don't, if you decide to homeschool your child, you don't have to be the teacher. There are online schools for high school, elementary. You can have somebody else teach them through the computer. Like, they can have live lessons with a teacher if you choose to. And nowadays, I think school is a kind of a sore spot for older people because either they didn't like to go to school, they spent too much time in school, or most people didn't have nice teachers, or there's not enough activities or things like that. So if there was a way to create all that, it would definitely be a good thing. What is everybody's opinion? Because I see that the chat is quiet. So you guys were really interested in what I had to say because the chat is quiet. Eat to Live Strong says she was a social butterfly, so she loves school. Yeah, I definitely think you could be a social butterfly in school and outside of school. That's definitely a good thing. But so you were probably Eat to Live Strong. You were probably everybody's friend in school. Like you probably had a lot of friends where everybody wanted to be your friend. You was the cool girl in school. Well, Eat to Live Strong. If you're not busy and you're finished with your video, I would, since you said you are a retired teacher, do you want to come up and give your perspective on teaching and your childhood and your dreams and childhood memories? If you would like, the link is there. Taylor says, I liked college. I liked college too, but I chose a different route when it came to college. I went to school online, and I preferred that because I'm not as social as you guys might think. As you see me, Eat to Live Strong is here. Hold on. I love all stages of school, so most of you guys like school. Let's see what Eat to Live Strong has to say. Hello, and
Hey,
thank you for coming up here.
hello, everybody. I'm in the midst of still editing.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard your conversation about school. So I was the social butterfly. I loved school. I graduated early because I loved school so much. I went to summer school every year to get away. And I was in every activity that you can think of in school. I absolutely loved school. But then I graduated and went off to college and decided that I was going to do the teaching thing. But the way teaching is now, I could not because kids are disrespectful. Kids are very disrespectful, some kids. And I just knew that I would not be able to control myself from a child. I couldn't do it. So then I went to nursing school and came out of that. And now I teach adults.
Mm-hmm.
So I do adult education now.
Do you like teaching adults better than if you would have taught kids?
It's online. It's online. I cannot, because autoimmune, I can't be around a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I do the online, and I like it a lot. And it seems to be different because, as an adult, you think, I told the kids then, I said, hey, you got free education now, unless your parents put you in private school. Free education. When you go off to college and you got to pay for it, then you're going to miss the free part of the education.
Mm-hmm.
So, children don't pay attention to that. And I even told my nieces and nephews, you got 18 years to be a child. You got the rest of your life to be an adult. Take advantage of it while you can. So most of them did not understand it. But to answer your question about school, the testing part of school is the thing that I don't agree with because they spend a lot of time speaking about testing. And all children do not test well. I'm the same way. I didn't test well at all. But I received straight A's in class, and I knew the stuff. And even I think I said on another live with somebody.
Yeah,
that,
you said it in your own live when you had the whole school discussion.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry. I cut you off. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I didn't like writing, but I can tell, like, if I had a project or a assignment where I had to write a paper or something, I did not like that. And I had a professor that finally told me, he said, yeah, you better talker than you are a writer. He said, so yeah, go ahead and do your project verbally, because I hated writing that bad. Now I'm trying to write a book and I'm paying for it.
You'll get it done.
But I've got a call coming in, so I'm going to step down and I'll talk to you back. Okay, thank you. Hello.
Okay, I've missed some of you guys. Let's see. Taylor says more freedom on my first campus. Tiffany definitely agrees that need to live strong. Spencer family says I was bullied a bit at some stages, but I was a nerd. I was definitely nerdy, and I definitely was bullied. I don't think I was bullied because I was a nerd, though. I was bullied for other reasons. But there was nothing wrong with being a nerd. I think more people tried to become my friend because I was a nerd, and then they felt as though they could copy off of my answers. Or like when I used to leave out the classroom to go do something or go to the bathroom or something, and I would leave my work on the desk, I've learned that I had to tape it and turn it over so people wouldn't copy my answers. But yeah, they love the nerds when they feel as though they can copy off of you. Most definitely. Let's see. I'm still the same. Yep, there's nothing wrong with it. The nerds get paid the big bucks. So, and your channel's doing well, so it paid off. I went from being bullied because moving here from London and being different and smart, lol, and being popular and still a nerd. Yeah, I would love to hear what it was like being in London. London is somewhere, yeah, we all have a few fake friends. Ooh, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, but we all got some fake friends. Yes, I agree with the whole fake friend thing. That's a whole, ooh, we could have a whole discussion on that. Yeah, maybe, maybe Spencer family. If y'all agree to it, maybe fake friends should be our next discussion. The next time I go live, if y'all agree for fake friends being the next topic of discussion, just let me know in the chat and we can do that. Because y'all know, at this point, I am not afraid to talk about it. Even my mother's in on it. Glad to have you back. Glad to have you back. Straight caps, no facts. Okay. LOL. Spencer family saying I'm with it. LOL. Straight caps, no facts is saying yes, next discussion. So I'm gonna put it in my phone. So when I go live Friday, no, I'm gonna go live Saturday at 3 p.m. 5 p.m. I'm gonna make sure that fake friends is our next topic. So I'm going to put that in my notes so we can talk about it. Okay, I just have to find a little note thing. I keep all my YouTube notes on my phone. My phone comes in handy. Yep. But fake friends is the way to go. Fake. Fake friends. I got it. So that's our next topic of discussion. Okay, I lost the chat. There we go. But I just thank you guys for holding out this long or keeping me running or whatever you got going on. Because we're coming up on our second hour, and let's not forget we are rating Tiffany Chanel at 9 o'clock. So if you guys can stick with me until, thank you, Spencer family, until we rate Tiffany Chanel channel at 9, and we can do some riddles and stuff until then. But I did want to answer tonight's topic question for you guys of a childhood memory that shaped me the most, I believe. I've never really been a talkative person, so it still amazes me that I can come on camera and still talk to you guys. Like, I was talkative at home and I could talk to my family, but talking to people outside of my family was not my forte. I still struggle with it now, but I've gotten better with it, and sometimes still doing these lives for you guys and posting videos for you guys gives me a little bit of anxiety because I'm afraid of people's judgments. And I think I'm mostly afraid of people's judgment, even though I try not to think about it. And you guys give me so much positive feedback, but positive feedback wasn't something that I got as a kid. I got it from my family because they've always been my number one supporters, but people used to tease me a lot and bully me, and most of the time they were afraid of me most of the times, all because most people didn't see or grow up around with someone with a disability. So it was like a whole new thing to them. So I got bullied a lot for that because I was that emotional kid. I didn't like people saying things to me, and they would just do it. And I've learned as I've gotten older because they knew I was the easy target because I wasn't that. And let's see if somebody said something. So I want to see. Yeah, I agree with Tiffany Chanel. It would suck at the Spencer family that you were bullied. Yeah. And then Straight Facts No Cap says yes. Yes, I'm so positive and sensitive. I don't know how I'm going to be going live. Straight facts, no cap. I understand how you feel, because I really thought going live was the most scariest thing ever, but after meeting everyone and how everybody's so positive and they're willing to support, it made going live a lot easier. And then just don't deal with the trolls. I would say pick out your mods that you know are gonna hold you down regardless and not gonna let anything slide. You see, I have my mods, and my mods don't let anything slide. And I noticed that everybody that's my mod, if I could give you any advice, everybody that's my mod, I talk to them pretty much outside of YouTube. So if you can find mods that will hold you down and you possibly have a relationship with them outside of YouTube, going live won't be as bad. And if you got, just find something to talk about and have fun. But it's definitely a scary thing. Let's see. You also said something else. I stayed sick from time to time, so I understand. Yeah. Not only that, it was just, I think kids can be the most cruel at times just because they're kids and they don't understand a lot of things. So that's that. But I think also me just being that quiet person made it easy for them. Oh, anybody in my house will tell you I had a whole lot of mouth when I'm at home for some reason. I guess because they were my family and it was just easy to tell them what I wanted to tell them. But going outside and telling people how you feel or how you don't like something, you never know how they're going to react. So I think I was reluctant in that sense. I see the comments are going faster than I am. Let's see. Glad to have you back, Journey. Tiffany, well, the Spencer family saying it sucked, but it never fazed me. I always have been strong and will and focused, and that's a great thing that you can look at the positive side of it. The Spencer family, let's see. Tiffany Chanel says, Spencer family, that's good, sis. Best way to be thick skin. Yeah, I think thick skin is something you have to grow into. Maybe there are some people that are born with thick skin, but I mostly think that thick skin is something you have to grow into once you get to know yourself a little better, and you just get tired of people not treating you correctly. So that intentionally creates the thick skin, but I definitely think thick skin is something you have to grow into, or at least for me, I know I had to grow into thick skin, and sometimes I still fall short because I still don't have the thickest skin, but it's a lot thicker than what it used to be. Thanks for coming, Spencer family. Let's see if I missed anything else. Let's see. Spencer family's adult is nervous about going live. Guys, if you have not seen the Spencer's family, She worked out with everybody today. She worked out with everybody. So if you guys need a good home workout, go check out the Spencer's Family Home Workout Live. Journey says, welcome back. And then, well, Tiffany says, welcome back to Journey. I'm glad you're back. And guys, we've been going for 2 hours and we still have 8 people in the chat. So I am significantly happy with that. And then we're going to be, it's 8:05 and we're going to be rating Tiffany at 9. So let's see. Okay. Everybody's saying see you later to the Spencer family. Yeah, the Spencer family gave us a workout today with her squats and all that. I appreciate you too, Tiffany. I definitely do. Yeah, see, everybody enjoys the Spencer family. But I also think a significant change of memories. We can also learn to block out certain memories that have shaped us that we just don't think about anymore and stuff like that. But I think my biggest and hardest memory that kind of closed me off from a lot of things when I was younger is when my dad passed away. Even though we knew it was going to happen and we tried to prepare for it as much as possible, it still kind of shook me because it was my dad, of course, but he was the one that was like, as many doctor's appointments as I had to go to as a kid, and I still do as an adult. My mom doesn't like needles. Love her, but she don't like needles, and I understand I don't like them either. So she would never stay in the room if I had to get a shot or something. But my dad, when he came to appointments, he would be the one to stay in the room, hold my hand, talk to me while they're doing whatever they're doing to me. So I kind of missed that as I was growing up when he passed away because he didn't mind staying in the room when it came to needles. But my mother doesn't like needles, which I understand. So even now, when I get needles as an adult, she steps out of the room. Like, she's always waiting by the door, but she steps out of the room while they do what they have to do. And I think, hold on, my mother's saying, hold on, guys. My mother's I'm back. I know. My mother was asking me a question. I'm back off of mute. But driving me nuts. But here we go. Yeah, I think everybody gets nervous to go live because you have to answer while I was talking. I missed straight caps, no facts thing. She says people get nervous when you can't believe that people get nervous. They do. Because when you go live, you are technically giving people the opportunity to say, I don't like your hair, I don't like your outfit, to say anything. They could even say, I don't like the topic. But I think if everyone I think everybody feels as though they open themselves up to being vulnerable. And I think that's why I do these types of lives. Like, I like playing the games with you guys and allowing y'all to connect. But I do these types of conversational lives because hello guys, someone just walked in. Thank you, just Alika, for being here. But I definitely think people are afraid to go live because you open yourself up to being vulnerable. But I also wanted to do these types of lives because I know everybody has something. And if they just had one person to listen to them, or just say one person they could relate to, then it is okay. So I hope you guys like these conversational lives because I'm going to still do them. I kind of hope you guys enjoy these things because I think they're necessary because so many people are afraid to say that I'm struggling or I need something. So I want to be that open door for people to come up and share and say those things. But I see I missed a few comments. Yes, he is always with me. Straight caps, no facts. I definitely do know that. Yeah, but it was kind of difficult. It was always a difficult thing. I kind of shut myself off when that happened because it just was. It's always being me and my parents, me and my mother, or when I wasn't with my mother, I was with my father. I spent the most time with my parents. Yes, I had friends and I have a lot of them, but when I was younger, I didn't pretty much leave my parents' sight unless it was somebody they really, really trusted because I had so many, I'll say, health issues, and my mother and my dad wanted to make sure I was well taken care of, and the person who would take care of me knew how to take care of me. I had my friends, but I wasn't really allowed to hang out with my friends or spend the night at my friend's house unless their parents understood the help that I needed. So my parents they were always my parents, but most of the time my parents had to step in as my friends because a few friends here and there, their parents didn't understand that I'm not going to be able to get up and walk to the bathroom on my own. You have to watch me so I don't fall. So I didn't spend a lot of times to go to my friend's house. And like you see my friend Taylor, and I have a few other friends, but Taylor's the one you guys see the most. me and her shared the same disability. So my parents and I hung out with Taylor a lot when she lived here because her parents understood what I needed. So I would spend a lot of time with her. And like, if we lived on the street and the kids wanted to come play to me, it wasn't like I go to the kids' house. The kids would come to my house just so my parents could watch me and make sure everything was okay. And let's see, that is true. Yes, and my mother saying my parents were very overprotective. Yes, they were, but they were overprotective for good reason. And even now, my mother's still overprotective, and she's overprotective for good reason. So I don't mind that my parents were overprotective. There were some points in my life that I did, but now I understand why they were so overprotective, because people don't really understand that different people have different needs and they're not as much educated on everybody's different needs. You can't treat, not everybody's going to be the same personality or need the same thing. So my parents were good in that way of understanding. But if you guys are ready for some riddles, we can do some riddles. And people answering the riddles, I will drop your link in the chat. And so if everybody's ready for some riddles, drop me some stars or some moons or something to let me know. And I'll also drop the link for someone that if they have something to say, they can come up here and say it. Let's see. So the link is there, and I'll get the riddles together. Well, I have them together. And we can have some fun. Because I know this topic was very deep, very emotional for some. But I think we all kind of need that emotional session every now and then. It's very therapeutic to get things off your mind. And I'm okay. So the first question is, what word in the dictionary is spelled incorrectly? That's the So the question was, what word in the dictionary was spelled incorrectly? Let's see what you guys are saying. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed and you could. So I'm gonna have to pull the chat up on my iPad so I can see you guys' comments a little faster. So the question was, what word in the dictionary is spelled incorrectly? Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Strike Capsule Fox says, let me get my children and my husband together. Hey, High Seeker. We just had a hi little toddler. I'm glad you guys came in. Are coming in. So if you missed, tonight's topic was, how has your childhood memory shaped you today? And right now, to lighten the mood, because we're going to raid Tiffany Chanel in about 40 minutes, I decided that we're going to do some riddles. But if you guys have any questions or memories you want to share, you can do so. But the first riddle that I asked was, what word in the dictionary, and you guys can connect the people if you choose to do so, but just check the rules in the descriptions, because we don't use words like connect or things like that. And if you want to connect with someone, just tag the person's name and use the star emoji. But the question was, what word in the dictionary is spelled incorrectly? So do you guys have any answers to that, or do you guys need a hint? Let me know. Okay, you guys are saying you have no idea. Okay, the hint to the question is, the word is a high profile company. Yep. Mm-mm. Yep. So the hint was a high profile company. I see you guys' wheels are turning over there. So you guys must be really thinking hard about. Okay, Tiffany, just let me know when you have things in order and you're ready for us to come over. We will. Just let me know. When Tiffany gets things in order, we will rate Tiffany. She's going to let me know. Tiffany, just send me a text message when you're ready and I'll drop your link in the chat. So, so while you guys are still thinking about the question, yeah, I see it does have you guys' wheels turning. But I'm sure you guys will figure it out. Okay, I'll give you guys another hint. It's a national high-profile company. This company is everywhere. That's your other hint, because I see you guys are laughing. So that was your other hint. It's a national. McDonald's, no. But that's funny. It's not McDonald's. But McDonald's is a national company. No, it's not a food. It's a national high-profile company that has nothing to do with food. Has nothing to do with food. Okay, another hint is the company has 3 letters. The best hint I can give you without giving it away is a national high-profile company that everybody can't work for. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The ABC store. My mother has the answer. The ABC store. UPS, no. Y'all are cracking me up with these answers over here. Not UPS. Okay, I see someone said the answer, but I have to wait for it to pop up. Okay, Journey got the answer right. It's the CIA. She said CIA, FBI, but it's the CIA. All right, I'm back. The screen cut off, but you guys should be able to see me now. So, Journey, I'm going to find your link and I'll drop it because my mods are busy. But that's okay. But Journey got the answer correctly. And I am going to drop Journey's link in the chat. So while I am pulling up her link in the chat, and hold on. You guys are gonna hear feedback for a second while I wait for the screen to pop up. so I can put it on mute. But what are you guys doing while I'm getting... Yes, Journey, you got it. Hopping. So, Journey, you will see your link running in the chat now. So there's Journey's link. And this probably will be easier if I just share my screen. Okay, we're just going to share my entire screen here. Okay, you guys can see. I finally figured out how to share my entire screen after all of that. Thank goodness. All right, so here's Journey's channel. You guys can see. So since everybody's ready for the next riddle, I'm just going to go to my channel. And I'm going to click on the live. Hold on. It's a little delayed, but it works. So we're gonna give you guys okay. I'm gonna have to mute this so you guys don't get the feedback. No, I want it to play, but all right. Yeah. I'm just checking what you guys are seeing. So guys,